Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to a massive 6-pointer at St James's Park. You can see in the background we are currently here at South Shields Stadium. Spoiler alert, just played the charity game and the full vlog will be up on the channel tomorrow, so on Monday. I was playing right wing against Peter Ramage left back, so you can see in the video how I personally do against Premier League level player or former Premier League level players. So great charity game. Great to be involved, and the full vlog from the event here will be up on the channel tomorrow. Going back on topic, 6-pointer at St James's Park, Newcastle versus Chelsea. Massive game. Can't stress the importance of this. If we want Champions League football next season, in my opinion, you need to win this game. Last week against Brighton, it was a game where we couldn't afford to lose. We drew, which was fine. Today, we can't afford to not win. Has to be a win today, in my personal opinion. Can Newcastle do it? I think so, personally. Big match, big occasion. Turn up, lads. We'll speak to a couple of people here. We'll see what they think about the game. And then, of course, we're going to head over to St James's Park. So stay tuned and enjoy the content. Here we are with the Magpies view. First off, you guys might have seen the background. I'm currently here at South Shields, so I'm pre-recording the first part of this video the day before. Massive thank you for coming down, help me out, and help me record a charity game. So the full vlog will be out on Monday, guys. So that's what's going on here. But of course, tell me a little bit about yourself first before we get into the...
Well, I run a TikTok page, also a YouTube page as well. It's still not hurry. It's growing steadily, and the numbers keep seeming to increasing. So,
Come on. Absolutely. Let's start somewhere. I'm sure people see outside St James's Park. Busy game against Chelsea. 12 kickoff, over kickoff time. But I'll ask you the first and most important question. Do you think Newcastle is going to win against Chelsea?
yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Newcastle. To be honest, I think we could even do it a bit convincingly on the day. But at the same time, it's always going to be a hard game, in my opinion, like Chelsea. We'll see how we get on. I reckon Isaac, Fritz.
Big match against Chelsea, 6-pointer. Do you feel like Newcastle at St James's Park can get the job done against them?
I think Isaac, Bruno and Murphy's going to do the job.
So what you got for a score?
I think Bruno's going to score first. Murphy, then Isaac.
Okay, so you're going to back Newcastle to score at least 3. And I'll ask you the important question. If it beat Chelsea tomorrow, do you think Newcastle will get into the Champions League? Is there any teams you want? So Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, do you want those sort of teams? Run Bayern? Fair enough. My personal opinion, I want new teams, ones that we didn't get last time. So hopefully, fingers crossed to get the job done. But thank you so much, mate. The time is currently 10:30 in the morning. I have never ever seen the outside of St James's Park this busy, this early, but of course we do have the free pints and free drinks today. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. If you go inside the stadium, you get a drink token. Idea of that from Newcastle being is that, well, we want a good atmosphere today. We want fans being early. Probably want them intoxicated as well in the Newcastle point of view, just to get the atmosphere going. You give us that extra man today, give us that edge over Chelsea. Chelsea fans coming up, it's going to be a rough away for them. If it was me, for example, going to Stamford Bridge, I could just imagine Newcastle and being a bit flat. So I think it's going to be the same from them today. Let's get into them, let's get stuck in, because this is massive. My opinion, has to be a win today if you want Champions League football. Bored mood having that unlucky shirt, by the way. I don't think I would ever have Friday 30 in the back of my top, especially on a big match day like this. I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite superstitious, and I'm always, I wouldn't say I'm religious, but I definitely believe in luck and fate and those sort of things, and I wouldn't try and do something like that today. Biggest possible game this season, 2 minutes in, County of York, Sonari buries it. What a start, perfect start. What just stupidity that is from Jack. I'm going to do that when your team's got a massive 6-point on the line. He's completely throwing the game away for Chelsea there. They're not going to get out of this. Car's first top score. Not the best I've ever seen from Newcastle, but the red card has set us on course to get the result here. I just need the second goal to finish them off. It's the most undeserved second goal of all time, but that is the killer, and that is game over. Massive deflection, but it's went our way. Chelsea, fair play to them, but it is now over. Come on. I've never ever seen so many people leave after a goal before, but they win, just knows it's over, they're all gone. Quality lads. Full time, Newcastle United 2, Chelsea 0, getting there. In my personal opinion, we are now one win away from Champions League football next season. 2 games to do it. It's not just going down to Arsenal next week, you're also going to Arsenal next week with confidence. You can play with passion, you can play with the ability of knowing if it doesn't happen next week, you've got the Everton home game. But of course, next week we've got the chance to go down there and just get at Arsenal and potentially beat them for a 4th time this season. Fair play to Chelsea. Honestly, we start off with the opposition team. Fair play to them today. They played with 10 men for over an hour, and I have to say, they were good. They were quite good today. 2-0 was certainly not the fair outcome from the game. Newcastle done well in spells, but there's lack quality today in the attack. Scored straight away like we normally do. First 10-15 minutes, explosive came out, guns blazing against Chelsea. Brilliant goal for Tonali, and what a ball that was from Jacob Murphy. Sending it all the way to the back stick, and Tonali, lovely little poke goal, sends us in for 1-0. Newcastle start the game well, and Chelsea gradually grew into the game. The more the game progressed, the better Chelsea got. And Nico Jackson, 30 minutes in, what are you doing? Not only is he, of course, gone from the game today, the rest of the season, Jackson, that's his season over because he's doing a stupid elbow on Botman. What are you doing? If I was a Chelsea fan, I would be livid at that today. He's cost their team big time today in what was a massive 6-pointer for Champions League football. Not to mention, they've still got Forest to play, so that's going to be a 6-pointer as well. And that Muppet has just got one of the most stupidest red cards I've seen in a long time. Chelsea were doing well at that point in the game. Hell, even after the red card, Chelsea was still doing well. They took Newcastle all the way today. They put Newcastle under pressure. Eddie Howe had to change the formation from a 5 back in the second half to a 4 back. They had to change the attackers, they had to change the defenders. So Chelsea were good today. I had to respect Chelsea. They're a team with a lot of quality, and you compare Chelsea with Forest. I think Chelsea are much better than Forest. As much as I want Nottingham Forest to get Champions League football, I just think Chelsea play a better game. I think Chelsea's overall squad in areas is better. Cucurella, again, much as I don't like the guy, my God, he's a good left back. Probably one of the best I've seen actually at St James's Park. But from Chelsea today, they gave it out all with 10 players, and I have to say, respectively, well done, because they were actually good today. Newcastle got a second goal out of nowhere at the end. It's took a wicked deflection. Good strike from Bruno, but it's took a wicked deflection from the Chelsea defender, and it's just looped all the way in the goal. Lovely way to finish the game, hello. A lovely way to finish the game off, but ultimately it was not a deserved second goal from us. Performance-wise, we can sit here, we can moan, look at individual players all we want, but football is a results game. We have won the match today. That was the game we needed to win today. We can sit here, we can say what we want, and I feel like, to be honest, if I was to look at the game and look back at it, I think Newcastle, from an attacking point of view, just wasn't good today. I didn't think Isak was great, I didn't think Barnes was great. Murphy, ironically, as the fullback, was the best attacker we had. And Gordon, to be fair, was decent as well, but Murphy again. And in terms of what he was here doing a fullback prediction, I thought was probably our best outputting attacking player today. But yeah, for Newcastle, fantastic result, massive. That is absolutely massive for Champions League football. It was quite literally win this game, or my opinion, it was over. Even though it's not statistically over, they expect us to beat Arsenal and Everton in your next 2 games while losing this one. It's a tough ask, very tough ask. So to get the job done against Chelsea, we need to do it today. I had the 3 pints going up 10 a.m. this morning. Newcastle United knew themselves this was a massive game. They were giving drinks out to supporters. They were wanting to build the atmosphere. I think that was what we needed today. I think it's worked for Newcastle, and what wasn't the best performance I've ever seen in the world, but a performance that was enough to beat Chelsea. We've got the job done. That's all you can ask for. Well done, lads. A top quality win today. Some good performances amongst it, but overall from Newcastle, wasn't the best I've ever seen, but it is the work that we've got done. And now we can play that confidence against Arsenal next week, and we'll be back here against Everton. One more win, in my opinion, and Champions League football is ours.